I can feel your energy pulsating down my spine.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a very long time, way too long. This video is long overdue. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on what I've been doing, where I've been, what's been going on, and so on and so forth, and everything that falls under that category. So I've been going through some changes, some rough patches in my life. Nothing that, of course, I can't overcome, obviously. I feel like God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, and he's not going to give you something, too tough that you can't overcome. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the video, and I will let you guys know what's been going on in my life. So first and foremost, let me say it feels really good to be back. I feel like I took a break. It was a well-needed break. So the big question, where have I been? The last video that I posted was in April. I believe it was the hot wing challenge with my daughter's father. Let me just say that is going to be no longer, like, that's a dead situation. I won't go extremely into detail, but you guys will not be seeing him in my videos anymore. After that video, I fell into my depression. Now, with that being said, this conversation may be a trigger to some of you. If you're about negativity, mean comments, bullying, etc., you can see your way out. I don't have time for the negative comments. They will be deleted, and that's just that. So after that, I fell into my depression. When I first started my channel, I wasn't exactly sure whether or not I wanted to be open about that. But I've decided, like, why should I be ashamed? Why should I hide that I do suffer from depression? And sometimes I'm not feeling myself, and sometimes I'm not okay. I don't want to say I'm not okay in the sense of, I harm myself or I have those kinds of thoughts, because I don't. But there's just some days where I've had enough. I feel like after my last video that I posted on YouTube, it was like it started creeping up on me, and I just needed a break. I needed a break. I needed to find myself. I needed to make sure that I'm okay to take care of my daughter. I have to make sure that I take care of myself so I can take care of her, obviously. I feel like ever since I was a teenager, I've always suffered from a small form of depression. It got really bad after I had my daughter. I did suffer from postpartum depression. It wasn't easy. Now, I do want to clarify, none of my postpartum depression was like geared towards my daughter. Never did I feel a disconnection between her and I. Never did I feel like I did not want to bond with her, or none of the above. Like, I want to make that very clear. After I had my daughter, and like I said, I did suffer from postpartum depression, it was towards myself. Like, I won't go deep into the subject, but her father and I didn't really know what we were gonna do in terms of him and I. I felt like that had a lot to do with the way that I felt and the way that I started to feel about myself. I thought that after having a baby, it was gonna be easy, and I was gonna snap back, and I was gonna feel good, and I was gonna look good, and I was gonna, be everything that I was before I got pregnant, and that definitely wasn't the case. After I had my daughter, I gained, I believe, a total of like 50 something pounds during my pregnancy. And people were telling me things like, oh, wear a faja, which is a waist trainer. Wear a faja, you're gonna breastfeed, you're gonna drop the weight, you're gonna, do X, Y, and Z. And that's not what happened. Like, I'm the type of person where I'm extremely impatient. So wearing a faja, like, I'm thinking I'm gonna see results, like a snapback in one day. And because I didn't see it in one day, I didn't wear my faja. And I regret it now. because, you know, I have hanging skin, and I had to have an emergency C-section, so I have like that little pooch, and it's not easy. It's not easy to get rid of. I was just disgusted with myself, the way that I looked. I didn't get ready. I didn't do my hair. I didn't do my makeup. I lost myself after I had my daughter. And it became harder to find myself, to do those things to make me feel good, because as most of you know, I am a single mother. My daughter does live with me full time. My daughter has never slept a night away from me. So with that being said, I felt like I didn't have an identity. Like I didn't enjoy doing the things that I used to enjoy doing before I had her. So that's what I mean by like my postpartum depression. It had nothing to do with my baby or the way that I felt about her. My daughter's my world. I love her to pieces. So I just want to make that clear once again. So I started to spiral down in my depression recently, and had to do with my weight, because that's what it is at the end of the day. I got tired of seeing who looked back at me in the mirror. I got tired of being the same way. I got tired of looking at the same person that I wasn't satisfied with. And it got so bad that I know to change, you have to work out. To change, you have to eat right. And it's like I had no motivation. I had no motivation to do anything. So I had to take a break from everything and put everything to the side and put my plans, you know, on hold to take care of myself. Losing weight has really never been easy for me, due to me battling a condition that I will not go into in this video. I'll save that for another video and another time. It's not easy for me. For those of you who want to fat shame or body shame a woman because of the way that she looks and she's a little bit bigger than your average woman, I'm just gonna tell you right now, you ain't for that. And I'm gonna tell you why. The difference between me and the next person who suffers from depression is I have thick skin, baby. I can take your blows. I can take your comments. I can take all of the above. However, another person that's ready to jump with your little stupid ass comments may be ready to destroy themselves. Just do the worst. So before you make your comments about somebody's weight, take that into consideration. Your words can end someone. I don't take that lightly. I have tough skin, but that's not everybody. And in no way, shape, or form am I calling anybody weak if you've had these kinds of thoughts. I'm here if you guys ever want to talk. My messages, my DMs, all my social media, everything is always open for you guys. I will always be here, you know, to be a shoulder, an ear, whatever you guys need. But again, to the people that don't know how to keep their comments to themselves, like, what do you gain from that? What do you get from that? Does that make you feel better about yourself? I just need to know. Like, does that stroke your ego? To make somebody else feel ashamed of themselves? You really ain't. There's days that I feel great. Like, I feel like I'm on top of the world. And then there's days where I don't even want to get out of my bed. But I have to. Because I have a daughter and my daughter needs me. Like I said, that's the little break that I had to take. I had to get myself right so I could be right to take care of my little one. So now that we're on the weight discussion, what am I doing to fix that? So I started going to the gym. I started eating right. I did have a minor setback because of a little issue that I had going on in my home that, you know, unfortunately required all of my attention in the moment. Hopefully soon I will get back into my routine that I had. I was going to the gym every single day. I was working out even on the weekends. I have started to eat better. I've been drinking tons and tons and tons of water. I've noticed a slight difference in my weight. It's not where I want to be, but it's a step closer to where, you know, my ideal goal is. Another thing that I experienced in my time away from, you know, my channel, I was seeing someone. Unfortunately, that is no longer, I don't want to say unfortunately, because it's not unfortunate. Everything happens for a reason. So we talked for a few months. Honestly, like, I really, really liked him. I really liked him. I thought he was an amazing guy. Too good to be true, to be completely honest. Some things happened after, you know, a few months, and we had a falling out. I felt like it was mutual. I felt like it needed to happen for me to realize that he was too good to be true. And, you know, I don't wish him no ill will. I wish him the best. We didn't talk after our falling out. We didn't talk for like a month. Finally, we did communicate again. I feel like we both got the closure that we needed to get from each other, and we just went our separate ways. And like I said, I wish him the best. But we're on two different chapters of our lives right now, and I totally respect what he has going on and what he's doing for his life, and, you know, vice versa. He understands, you know, where I'm at and where I'm going and what I need to do for me. So that's that. I do have some good news. I got a new job. So I've been working at my current job for 3 years. I do work in the insurance industry. In my job, I mostly deal with, I assist with workers' comp calls. Sorry guys, I was like really thirsty. Y'all haven't tried the peach lemonade from Wendy's? I'll put y'all on. So good. All right, back to the video. And now I will be transitioning over to a law firm. It's a big law firm. They deal with all types of cases. It doesn't just specifically stick to one area of law, like criminal or family. It's like everything. They do everything there. It's definitely different than, you know, what I'm used to. I do work alongside some lawyers in my current job. It's definitely bittersweet for me. I love my job. I love everyone at my job. I feel like it hits home and it's a little bit deeper because they've grown with me. I've been there for 3 years, like I said. And when I started working there, I was actually 6 weeks pregnant. I interviewed for the job not knowing I was pregnant. I got the job. That's when I found out that I was. And so, like, they've grown with me. They've watched me grow. They watched me become a mother. They watched, you know, my baby grow inside of me to outside. Now she's 2 years old. They've done a lot for me. They're always there for me. I love everyone at my office. And I've made some good friends along the way, and I've developed, you know, relationships with people in the office, and I'm gonna miss them. I'm definitely gonna miss them. So like I said, it is bittersweet, but you know, it's time to move on to bigger things and do what I have to do for my little one. As far as today, I do plan on being consistent with this channel again. I do plan on making more content and more videos for you guys. I don't...
Hello, how are you?
Hi, baby.
I got to Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
And apples. Mommy,
Does that taste good? gonna put you on. Even my daughter likes it. Tastes good? During the break, I also discovered that my daughter has a speech delay, and I had to concentrate on her, obviously getting her the help that she needs. And I can successfully say I have found her an amazing speech therapist. They go see her at school. Due to my schedule, it's really hard for me to get out of work, so I was able to find a therapist to go to her school and work with her. And I can say ever since they've been working with my daughter, her speech has gotten so much better. She's doing amazing, and I'm super proud of her. So that's another little bump in the road that we had to overcome. And like I said, I'm extremely proud of her. She's doing really well, and yeah, she's talking a lot. She talks a lot. There's definitely some other plans and things for my future that I cannot talk about at this moment. I guess you guys will just have to stay tuned in to find out what my little secret is. But until then, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.